everybody. It is June 22nd, 2023. I'm here with...
Hi, everybody. It's Andrew Plank with the Vibe Real Estate Group.
You've got that lined up pretty good now. Yeah. How's it going?
It's going okay. Yeah, it's going okay. A couple listings going live today. Got lots of work ahead of me. And it's been a pretty busy little while. It's actually funny because we're going to be talking about the market and such, and it feels, in a general sense, like things are slowing down, yet on my end, it's speeding up. And I'm kind of not sure how to advise clients because it feels like more and more people are coming out of the woodwork to do business, and yet in the macro sense, in the big sense, it feels like things are slowing down. So I'm not too sure what's going on.
It feels to me like we're loading up on listings.
Yep.
So that says to me we're moving more towards like away from the bit of a seller's market that we were in and more to a balanced market. I think the inventory is going to go up.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's slowly been going up over time anyway, and that's because, less properties are selling than are listing.
So interestingly, well, let's do the stats and then we can talk about this. How's that?
Let's do that.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. All right. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. So as of Monday, June 19th, this year, 2023, we had 410 unconditional sales, 781 new listings came in so far, and that's a total. We've got a total of 2,293 active listings currently on market. Compare that to last year there, Jean?
Yeah, so almost 3 weeks in on the market, and we have about 60% of where we were of last year in terms of net unconditional sales, and new listings were actually down compared to last year, I'm thinking, although it's still high. I don't know. I just feel like the whole market has shifted a few months later this year.
I was calling for a late spring, like that it would continue on. And I feel like that will and would be the case in general sense, but just not super vibrant, but I think it'll continue on. I don't think it's just going to die out. But the higher interest rates, like most recent interest rate bump, and another couple, like the Bank of Canada went from, I guess all the pundits and everyone were kind of thinking that before the last interest rate hike, that would have been the last. There wouldn't have been any more. And then we had some stats come out, or the economic findings were such that they decided to continue on with these rate hikes. So there was this brief period where everybody was like, "Oh, great, we're at the end of this. Let's get back to business as usual. We're safe from further hikes." And now we've got one just happened and another couple hanging over our heads. I feel like that's kind of like the axe that's going to really cut the market.
I think probably they were watching the housing market, and after people finished holding their breath after the last interest rate hike, and the market kind of took off again for the spring market. I think they're trying to kind of stave off that and keep housing. I think it has to do with housing more than anything. But I still feel like we're in like a deflating price market right now. Things that would have flown off the shelf last year now aren't flying.
Interesting. I feel like we're okay. I mean, the stats will out, right? But we had last year, hitting up towards that peak, May, June, I guess. And then we're definitely way down from there. But it's felt like over the spring, we were kind of sifting back up, and, month over month, we were seeing like price increases of 2 or 3% over the month before, or like activity and so forth. But now, like, it's anyone's guess.
Yeah. So like when I went to the stats course yesterday, it was interesting because my perception was always that the market peaked in February, March, and I hear some other people thinking it peaked in May. I do, like, statistically it peaked in February, March. And so...
Are we talking this year or last year, right?
Yeah.
Are we talking this year or last year for
last
the future?
Year? A year and a half ago now, almost.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go on. Okay. So for the past week, this is as of today, 274 new listings. That's compared to 162 pending. So those have just come off the market, including one of ours. Price decreases are at 121. And I'm going to show you this and compare it to last month's stats because it's interesting. And then price increases 6. We always talk about that, how it can be an anomaly. Solds are 155. So those have sold a while ago, and then expireds are at 24. Sometimes those are relisted, and then 3 have been withdrawn.
I do sometimes do, and you're aware of this, the pricing tool that we have where we can see how many new searches happen at different price points. And usually this is used to determine, like, would a price decrease bring more eyes to the table on this particular property. But I like to go the other way too, just in case. And you do sometimes find that an increase in price actually brings more eyes for certain properties. And there's been times where, there's a property that kind of, if the price doesn't meet there's a certain price point where buyers are looking for this kind of property at. And if you've actually even listed a little low, it's a better property, but it may not actually be seen by the people who are your actual buyers.
That's interesting.
It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, sometimes when you're looking with a buyer and they want something 750 and up, and something's priced at 749, and you miss
it. Yeah, exactly.
But here's last month's. See the difference? Not much.
I don't see a difference. I mean, hardly.
So last month in
date, ratios are pretty close.
297 new listings. Same day in the month, essentially 274 this month. Pendings last month were 180. Pendings this month are 162. Price decreases were 103 in May, and they're up 121. So that just says to me that sellers and their agents are beginning to go, okay, chop chop. Because really our market, I'd say the best market is from February to about October. So we're halfway through.
Well, and the best market is more like February through May, June, right? And then, I've got clients who've been, they've been preparing their home for 6 months for sale and trying to get it all perfect. And
just get on the market.
Get on the market. Yeah. I mean, if the market does continue to, if it slows down or changes, and by all indications it could by the fall, then all that work they could have done would have been for naught.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, though, buying and selling in the same market, if you're buying and selling in the same market, that could be fine. And if you're looking to buy after sell, if there's more inventory, that can be a good thing. It just might take you longer to sell.
I do find right now there are a couple of people who are waiting for their perfect house to come on the market before they sell. And I'm like, just sell the house. But, they have to have a place to go. It's hard. So what we're doing now is we're getting houses ready to sell. Yeah. And then we'll just plug and play when
have the photos lined up, have everything ready to go. And it's just really a press go for MLS. Folks, it takes us some time to get a home properly, documented, photographed, and researched and everything to get it live. And so when you go and find that perfect home, and if you haven't sold your home and you still need to sell it, the sellers are going to want to know how ready you are and how close you are to actually having your home sold if you don't actually have it sold before they accept your offer.
If you don't have it listed. And the thing,
exactly,
you can list it in 2 days, but it won't be done well.
Yeah, that's I just said that to clients yesterday. I said, look, I like 10 days to 2 weeks. I can do it in a week. That's fine. But 10 days to 2 weeks gives me lots of time for getting everything ready and getting, photographers, to get the good photographers in the media. Often they're booking a week out. And then we need time to process that afterwards. But I could have your home on MLS today, but, it's going to be the photos taken with my phone. It's going to be a short listing description, and it's going to work against you. And nobody's going to be happy with that.
Yeah. You mean you're using ChatGPT to generate your listing description?
Of course. I mean, how are you getting my real estate website provider has a ChatGPT tool for listing write-ups descriptions that they've been advertising, and I've seen all kinds of, anyway, that's a whole other conversation, but the whole
Both,
AI thing is hilarious.
this living room boasts a fireplace.
I know ChatGPT it's like, yeah. Uh,
Okay.
I got a Father's Day card
Uh-huh.
from my son. One of my sons gave me a card, one of them didn't. They know that I don't do cards.
Let's
But
see it.
it's,
What's it say?
so first of all, it's a Mother's Day card that he crossed off.
That's
And
funny.
then he wrote, "Your integrity, unconditional love, wisdom, and lessons are pillars for me as a growing, learning
Man,
man. And I'm forever grateful, love, Corbin," which is great. I love that. And then he told me, and I thought, like, he does like to write, and he's a good writer, but I was like, this is seems a little bit formal. He's like, yeah, I had ChatGPT help me with this, and then I just made some changes. So yeah.
funny.
Anyway,
Okay.
hey, you were on this. Thanks for doing this new stats. You were on the stats workshop the board put on yesterday. The panel. I was sort of lurking in there as well yesterday. I could hear you. You were quite active because they mentioned your name quite a few times with your questions and so forth. It's interesting to me because one of the people I've been using I feel like I made this up, but I feel like I was quoted yesterday because I don't know if you heard. It may have been Lee saying this, but talking about when you've been driving on the highway at 100 kilometers an hour, and then you come off the highway to 50. He said it word for word how I've been saying it to people, and I swear I'm the one who's been saying that on our show for quite some time. So I feel like maybe I don't know. I feel like maybe that.
Maybe he's watching. What's the quote? Say it again for our crowd.
Well, talking about the fact that we're not in a slow market, even though it feels like it's slow compared to what we were last year. And that's because it's like when you're driving on the highway at 120 kilometers an hour and you come off to a 50 zone, it just suddenly feels like you're going slow, even though you're just going at the speed limit and you're not going slow.
Yeah. And
it could be the 100 monkeys thing, and he's got it came to him just like it came to me, but I'm like, I swear. Or maybe I got it from somewhere and I don't remember, but I feel like it was mine.
Well, so I went to listen to an economist last Monday, and from RBC, and he was saying the same thing. He was also saying that we're in a bit of a unique market here in Victoria, which we all know, and that there's not going to be a lack of people wanting to move here. Also, he was saying that it does feel like it's slow because it's been so fast. And actually, I'm part of some chat groups online, and a lot of realtors are quite burnt out right now, which is not surprising. But also, they were saying that they're finding, it's steady. It's steady, but you just have to work harder. And so, realtors who just come on over the past 3 years, during a speedy time, they're probably wondering, they're probably sucking a bit of gas. You do have to manage your money very carefully in this business. Very hard to A, do well, start your business off, and B, sustain it over a long period of time. And it's all about cash flow. But also, I'm finding buyers right now want to find their ideal home. They're trying to hold out for it. The inventory still isn't high enough for them to have any sort of choice. And so that leads to a bit of a quick market, right? Like if there's no inventory, they have to make a decision.
It's a balancing act between, hey, there's not much to choose from, so when a good one comes on, I've got to jump on it. And the fact that, and I've just experienced this recently with some offers on a property where they came in well under the asking price, multiple offers, but both well under asking price. And I think that I've seen this before where buyers are starting, they want to get ahead of what they anticipate the market in the future will be. So they're trying to offer below current market value because they don't want to buy now and then find their home is worth less later. And with the interest rate hikes and everything else, I think they're kind of, and there's a lot of, as you and I have seen over the course of our 17-year career, the media and the news there's always people out there at any point predicting doom and gloom, and there are people listening to it.
Right. Well, buyers are predicting the market's going to go down always. So, unless it's a really fast market where they're betting it's going to go up.
Yeah, and it's so, yeah, it's very tail wag the dog, and it's very, very, very changeable depending on what the current climate is for people, what they've been immersed in. But yeah, if you're a new agent, it's hard to get going, and it's hard to do this. And to your point about the market, about agents sucking gas and being tired, it's really funny because I do find that there reaches a point of exhaustion in the market, and then the market shifts not just because of buyers and sellers, but because there's, the great majority of realtors are just worn out and don't have the energy to give good service anymore, or to really continue on, and so the market kind of peters out almost because of that. I find that also in summertime because it's seasonal, and around Christmas,
Yeah.
people are distracted.
Well, they defer the business. There's also like the mentality of the agent. So, you're going to have a different result with different agents. I remember having a listing in Esquimalt that was a legal duplex, south facing, on the water. All these realtors from Victoria, like, this is Esquimalt. And they, we didn't get any action on it. And it was priced, I think, at 9 something, maybe 8 something. I can't remember. But it was really priced really well compared to other waterfront homes. And all these realtors are saying that. And I'm like, God, the tenant ended up buying it and he got a great deal.
Yeah, well, we can be our own worst enemies, and we all make assumptions. And it's interesting. Just this morning with my colleague Josh, we were preparing some listings to go live this morning, and even as we're discussing some of the elements of listing description, or who's our ultimate buyer for this, even two different agents have two very different opinions, right? And extrapolate that to other realtors and the public, and it's also so much. Hey, Meredith, thanks for stormy Central Texas. Meredith is saying, she's saying hello from stormy Central Texas.
Hi, Meredith. Okay, so let's carry on, shall we?
Yes, that's where we're going.
Okay, we're going to go to this one. So looking at average, this is actually average and median. So I just wanted to do a comparison of the two. So the average sale price of single family homes in the core over the past 6 months since January has been $1 million, and then it's gone up to about 1.1 million. And the average sale price has been just under 800,000. This is all homes with suites, without suites. Okay, this is just very general, and it's gone up just over 800,000 to about 8.
Wait a sec. This is confusing to me because people are not listing homes at $1 million and selling them for 800,000. So how do these two stats line up?
This is what I pulled from Matrix, but I think it's related to the fact that there is more in terms of there's more pressure downwards. I think I would just read that. And then I also looked at the median. The median is saying the median price has been just since January under 800,000.
Yeah.
So that's between the very top and the very bottom. So this is the middle price as being around 800,000 hovering. But anyway, what we're seeing is coming up in terms of price, and the price is coming up slightly as well. Generally, that's how I would look at these.
It looks like the last couple of months has been a little bit lower. I mean, for the averages, and then for the median, it's been a little bit more
steady.
Yeah, but I am confused, and I think we need to just double check this, because I'm seeing, like, if properties are listing an average price of over $1 million, and they're not selling an average price of 800,000, it's just that's not happening, folks. You're not going to get $200,000 off of a purchase. So there's something that's not quite right there. But if you look, I think in general, and don't look at the pricing, but look at the graph itself. I think that's probably more in tune in terms of the shape.
Yeah,
that's in meeting with what I would expect and agree with. But in terms of the prices, that doesn't make sense to me.
But also it does jive with what you were saying before about the fact that people are coming in under asking, even in multiple offers. That's where this is coming from.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. All right. So tell me about your needs and wants, buddy.
I could use some lower interest rates because the variable rates are just killing me because we're on a variable rate mortgage. I could use, I don't know, a little more time off. Oh, we're talking about properties. Okay. I've got 2 great listings that are going live today. So I'll just highlight those. We've got a 1-bedroom suite in the Mondrian, steel and concrete building downtown. Really good price, 540 square feet thereabouts. Really good price at right around 500, and I think it's 560,000 is, sorry, 460,000 is the asking price. And this one does come with parking, which is rare. So 460,000 with parking is pretty rare. Got a listing coming up in the rail yards next week. Little 1-bedroom ground level unit with a nice big patio. And that one's coming up at 487.5. That one does not have parking. And we've got a really good deal for someone who's looking for a home with a nice suite. The reason it's a good deal, I would say, is that the suite itself is a full height walkout 2-bed with its own laundry suite. So it's a really wonderful suite. The home itself is on Cedar Hill Road, right across from the Cedar Hill Recreation Center. Older home that was raised in the 70s and sort of refurbished a bit. So it's got a 200 amp service and as I said, the full height, it's on a new foundation and full height basement. So
Where is that?
right across from Cedar Hill Road, right across from Cedar Hill Rec Center and Cedar Hill Golf Course on Cedar Hill Road.
Okay, I know exactly where that is. Yep.
There's 2 bedrooms on the main. There's a attic space up with 2 additional spaces that would convert really nicely into a primary bedroom suite. And downstairs is a 2-bedroom suite as well. Nice little backyard, fully fenced. Yeah, it's a great little home. $1 million. Should do pretty well. So if anybody's
That
looking
sounds
for that.
amazing.
Yeah, and then needs and wants. Looking for something kind of eclectic, up to I'd say 1.2 million in the sort of Cedar Hill area. I'm looking for townhouse. Like I really need a single level townhouse for someone in the Broadmead, Royal Oak, kind of maybe even out into Saanich West area, under 900,000. And then just a smattering of other things, but those are the main ones I think I'll talk about. I'll let you get on with yours.
Okay, you know what? While you've been talking, I've been redoing the data. So I do have new data for you. So hold on, let me just get it up. It's thinking right now. Okay, so you're right about the pricing, but we're also right about the trends. So let me just pull that. Hold on. Can you see my screen? Oh, I'm looking at the screen. Hold on a second. Add to stream, present, share screen, window, Chrome tab. Okay, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, but it's like looking into infinity.
Can you see it now?
That's better.
Yeah, okay, so this is median price. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. Median price is for January has gone up, and same with sales. These are single family homes. Previously it was for everything, so I apologize, but it does look fairly consistent. So we're looking at a list to sale ratio of around 95%, I think. Okay. Anyway, okay. So, my needs and wants. I have a new listing coming up. It's going to be on Bear Mountain. The price is going to be about 4 to 2.6 million. It's a 5-bedroom home. It's a beautiful custom made home built by a realtor who really knew her stuff. So that's coming on next week. And then I have another listing that's going to be coming up. This is a home with a suite also in Bear Mountain. I don't know the price. It'll probably be under 2 million. It has a view and a beautiful yard, perfectly maintained. We just did a price reduction on my Dunsmuir listing. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home. It's on a 6,000 square foot lot. Has a really nice garage. The house needs work, and that one's price just came down to $749. And we have a nice, cute little house, rancher in Cobble Hill, if somebody's interested. That's 2 bedrooms. It's got a beautiful sunroom, south facing. It's right beside the rec center. So that one's priced at $799. And they do all the gardening in the community, but you could take care of your own garden. She's done a great job. So what else? Oh, I have another listing coming up with a suite. It's going to be in Langford along the Happy Valley area. So that'll be around 1.2 to 1.25. And it's beautiful, wide home with a suite downstairs. You can walk up. And they're just moving because of work. It's a gorgeous house, very family-oriented neighborhood. So if you're interested in that. And needs and wants, I'm desperately looking for a townhome, 2+ bedrooms on the West Shore, preferably Royal Bay or Langford. We'd even go maybe outside that. They want primary bedroom on the main floor. So up to about 1.1 for that. So we say this so casually, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, $1 million here, $1 million there.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys like this show, and I don't know, did Andrew do a good job? Please comment, because I think he did over the last few weeks, 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, I guess so. And we'll see how it goes. How people, I mean, we got like 1,000 new subscribers after my shows. So I shouldn't do so much burlesque, though. It was the burlesque one in the middle that was.
I thought it was the dancing on the tables. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to us, and we love your comments. Thank you, Meredith, for being such a consistent viewer, and I hope you weather the storm in stormy Central Texas. And don't forget, if you do like our material, please share it out to other people who may be buying or selling real estate in Victoria. We're happy to help them.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that. And of course, if you have anything that's on your mind you'd like to have us talk about in a future show, please bring it up. Anyway, thanks for everybody for watching. Jane, how do people reach you? Oh, I guess this is how they reach me.
How do they reach you, Andrew?
You can reach me at 250-360-6106. Email me info@andrewplank.com. Again, looking for any suggestions for future shows is always wonderful. And website is andrewplank.com, and Instagram is plankandrew.
Okay, and you can reach me. I'm Jane Johnston, 250-744-0775. I'm at the Briar Hill Group at gmail.com, at Remax Camosun, I should say. And if you want to look at this and more information, please check on victoriarealestateshow.com, or look at me on my Instagram. Follow me, realtyteacher_Remax_Victoria. Okay, thanks, man. It's good to see you. I missed you.
Yeah, you too. Glad you're back. Don't go away again.
Okay, and so next week I think we're going to talk about wills, estates, and probate, so people have a more fulsome understanding of how it all works. So, and thanks also. Yeah, for coordinating. Fulsome?
Fulsome. Yes, I like that word. Thank you for using it in a sentence. Did you get that from ChatGPT?
No. Okay, next week we're going to wear pink.
Chat Jane PT.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye, Jane.
Bye.